Hey everybody, Dr. Arnett here. I'm going to talk about the document redesign exercise. I'm going to walk you through how it worked and how I would go about redesigning this thing. Now, admittedly, I wrote this assignment. I've been doing Microsoft Word for a while, so I have a bit of an unfair advantage. But at the same time, there are a lot of things that you could have done fairly quickly, and people did okay, not overwhelmingly well on this assignment. So I want to show you some tips and tricks that you can use in the upcoming assignments that will help you make your life a lot better. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Styles pane. There we go. So we've got all sorts of hideous styles going on here. This is a far too long list. And then we've got, of course, the ugly document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park my cursor up at front. I'm using a PC, so I'm going to go Control-Shift-End. So I've highlighted the entire document from beginning to end that I don't want. I'm going to go up to the top here. I'm going to use the nuclear option, blast everything, take out all the crud. By the way, in the options here, I've got styles. I'm actually going to go to In Use, and I've got these 3 boxes checked. So there, I've taken out all the cruddy styles, and I've just got this stuff left. Now I'm going to take out also all the highlighting. So I'm going to say no color. Boom, there it goes. I'm just going to do Control A, select the entire document. I'm going to go to Layout, Margins. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do Orientation, and I'm going to do Portrait. The reason I'm not going to do the margins yet is this page of instructions has very narrow margins, and I'm going to blow that out anyway, so I'll just ignore it for the time being. So what do I need to do? I need 2 1-inch margins in portrait layout. Well, I've taken care of the portrait layout, and I'll take care of the margins later. Existing paragraph breaks. In other words, don't create any paragraphs. No problem. I'm just not going to hit the Enter key. 3 levels of heading. Look for Donic at est and a number that indicates the level. So this is something you need to note. When you are editing a document of any sort, do not repeat, do not change anything substantive, do not take out stuff unless you've been told that you can take it out. Don't add stuff unless you've been told you can add it. That was a problem a lot of people ran into. I shouldn't say a lot of people, but a handful of people ran into. Some people just they took all the head, if it was under a heading 3, this was a heading 3, they just moved them up here to a big heading. It's just like reshuffling the entire body of the paper. You don't do that. So in any case, what do I want to do here? Oh, that's right, I want to get rid of all this horrible formatting as well. Blast that out. And I'm also going to go home. There it goes. All right. So, what was I going to do? That's right, 3 levels of heading, Donic at est, and a number that indicates the level. Yeah, so when you had the Donic at est 1, it's supposed to be a level 1 heading. Please don't delete the 1. It's part of the text. So here, I'm going to need to go to Options. I'm going to go to All Styles. That'll let me select everything that exists. I'm going to go to Heading 1 because that's a level 1. Click on that. Now I'm looking at here, it's Arial. I don't want to use Arial at all. So a couple of different ways I can do this. I can select from the drop-down. I know it's supposed to be Gill Sans MT. And then I can also come over here, right-click, and say Update Heading to 1. Then, for example, I've got heading level 2. Another way I can redefine that is I can go down, go up here, not down. Go to heading 2, click on that. I can modify it. I don't want Calibri, I want Gill Sans MT. By the way, some people, they just started typing the name of a font, and then they somehow renamed a separate font as Gill Sans. Odds are you have a lot of people out there with Arial text that is labeled as Gill Sans. That doesn't count. You actually have to use the real font. So we got Gill Sans. I'm going to make it black. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to make it a lot larger to, let's see, 14, see what that looks like. That's pretty good. So what is this at? That's at 16. That's at 14. 2 points is the minimum difference I want to use, but I would like to go a little bit bigger than that. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to say I'm going to redefine, modify that. I'll kick it up to, let's say, 18. I'm going to go Format, Paragraph. change a little bit after, give myself some more leading after. That's a bit better. Then this here, heading 2. Let's see, where else is it heading to? That is a heading 2. References is a heading 1. That's 2. There's a heading 2. Then we've got level 3 headings. I'm just holding down Control and clicking and dragging to highlight those. I'll modify that. Gill Sands. Let's see what 13 bold looks like. Say OK. Apply that. There it is. It's awful close to level 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow up level 2 a bit. Modify that. Make it to 16. I'm going to actually italicize that so it stands out. So we've got level 1, level 2, and level 3. That's pretty good. Should actually increase the paragraph spacing a little bit. Let's see here, after. Let's see what 6 points looks like. That's good, but now this is too short because I want to get level 1 to be taller than anything else. I'm going to see what 9 looks like. That's pretty good. So I've got level 1. Update it. Heading 2. Update it. Where is that? Does it exist? No, it doesn't. Then heading 3. All right, we're looking good. So I'm taking care of the levels of heading. I'm going to also, why did it come on? Don't do that. I'll just delete those out. A numbered list includes the same contents as the original and a bulleted list. So the numbered list, I would look in the original and say, oh look, a numbered list. Look, it's numbered. I would then also say, look, a bulleted list. Look at that, it's bulleted, and I know that it was main bullet, sub-bullet, main bullet, sub-bullet. I didn't count points off if you used the hollow bullets for all of them, but ideally you're going to use the solid black bullets for the main bullets, and the round, I should say hollow, circles. You'd use those for sub-bullets because the big black ones are much more visible. All right, let's scroll back up, see what we got going on here. So there's a numbered list and a bulleted list. Get rid of that. Separate formatted title page includes a text box with the name, section number, and semester year. So here's the deal. So my name, Dr. Arnett. This is section. Now, if you included the word section, that's fine. I don't care. But all you really need is W. And depending on which section you're in, I'm teaching section W01, W02, and W13. So I'm going to use 99 just as an example here. Semester year, this is summer 2021. And you can also resize that text box if you want to. I didn't really care, but it does belong on this page here. So then, here's the deal with the title page. Please note, you've got a title, you've got author name, and so on, the publication information. That all needs to go on a title page. So I'm going to create a page break. I'm going to do it because I'm using a PC. I'm going to hit Control Enter. There we go. So if I go to my Pilcrow symbol, you see where I'm hovering here in the ribbon. Looks like a backward P. It's a paragraph symbol. So I've got a page break there. That's what's going on. So then I'm going to define that as a title. I'm also going to need to be consistent with my fonts. So I'll use, I have to get the whole thing, not just part of it. Gill Sans MT. I'm going to redefine the title as that. Now I've also got not much space here between the name of Kim Kardashian and the title, so I want to increase that space a bit. So I'm going to click there, modify it. And I'm going to put, tell you what, I'm going to make it float a bit, 18 points, so it's nice and high above there. I can again put this text box anywhere I want to. I'll just float it up there because. Then all this stuff here, Kim Kardashian, well, Kim, I don't think she spells her name with a capital K and a capital I, so we're going to change that. Insert this semester, this year. This is summer 2021. Now we need to do something with this. This is kind of ugly. So we're going to, let's center that. Now you'll notice that once I centered that, as I look through my list, I'm going to have a one-off style. Where did it go? There it is, centered. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I could probably rename it if I wanted to, but it'll do. So then down here, actually, let's go back up to the separate format title page. Delete that out. No capital letters other than the beginning of sentences or headings. So I would scan through. I already took out the capital I in Kim. Then I know from having done this before that, oh look, we've got all caps. Now I could retype it. There's also a tool you can use. It is up here in the list. Where did it go? There it is. So change the case, click. I'm going to go to sentence case. Now sometimes if you use this tool, it resists. You won't want to change for whatever reason. If it ever resists you, just change it to something silly and then make it go back. So for example, if I click sentence case and it didn't go, I can just say, all right, I'm going to do the weird toggle case. I didn't even do it. That's weird. So then I'm going to go sentence case and boom, I've fixed it. And if I remember correctly, that is all the problems. Yes. Yes. All right, so going back here to capital letters, all main text in Palatino linotype. So if I go down here to the main body, click in it, it's Times New Roman, I don't want to use that. I'm going to go to my normal, right click, modify, Palatino linotype. 12 points is a good size to use, it's fairly standard. So I'm going to say OK. Actually, you know what, I'm going to, since I have this open, I know that I'm going to need to adjust my paragraph spacing and my leading. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm just going to do one thing at a time here. So then I've redefined to normal, the entire document now, boom, Palatino linotype for all the main text. Headings and headers and Gil Sans. I haven't created any headers yet. I know I'm going to, so I'll just keep that in mind. No superscripts or subscripts. Took those out when I nuked it with the clear all, or the, should say here, yeah, the clear all option. No highlighted text, I took care of that. No italicized, bullet, or underlined text except in headings. I've taken care of that already with the clear all. No header on the title page and no page number for the title page. I'll figure that out in a minute here. Then if well-formatted running header, I'll tell you what, let me scroll down here. Let's take care of this first, just because we can. It makes more sense. 120% leading and 9-point paragraph spacing. So, paragraph after 9-point, that is my paragraph spacing. Then my line spacing, I'm going to go at least 14.4. The reason I'm using the at least, this is a good thing to think about. If I'm using at least, if I ever have for some reason a piece of text that is larger than 14.4, then it won't get cut off. But if I do have a piece of text that is bigger than 14.4, like a 15 point, I'll have just a shaving cut off of that letter, and we don't want that. So this is the best thing to use when you're setting up, at least I've found to use, when setting up the leading. So I've set it at 9 points of paragraph spacing and 14.4 points of leading. Let's see what that looks like once we are done. Boom. It's changed it. It's not a huge difference, but it's definitely changed it. So let's get rid of that. Then, because it's convenient, I'm going to do this right now. Only one space after each word and period. there is a very, very fast and convenient way to do this. I'm using a PC, so I'm going to do Control-H, find and replace. You can get to this through a menu as well. But I want to replace, in particular, 2 spaces. So I'm going to take my finger and go tap, tap on the space bar and replace it with tap on the space bar. Then I'll replace all. Okay, great. But check this out. If we keep looking, we'll notice that there's some things like this weird big old space. So let's replace all again. Oh, look. Let's replace all again. Let's replace all again. Let's replace all again. Let's replace all again. And now it's all done. I know that I've got them all. And all those weird little strange spaces are done. So where did that go? One space. Click, delete. Okay, then let's do the running header and footer. So what I'm going to do is, actually, you know what? It's going to make more sense if I do that very last, just as I think about it. So I'm going to hang off there. All right, let's do the dashes. You got 2 hyphens, an N dash, and 2 M dashes. So I'm going to look for the words Nisel sit Ahmed. So I'm going to Control F, look for that. There it is. All right, so I need to put M dashes around that. Delete out the bad dashes, insert good dashes. So I know that the keyboard, Control Alt keypad minus, boom, and put it there. And also, you don't want spaces on either side of an M dash. It should be set flush with the text. So then, don't do that. There we go. Take out what I don't want. Control Alt keypad minus, boom, I've got my M dashes. So then I know this is a bit of a logic puzzle. I know that I have then 1 N dash and 2 hyphens. So you're looking for a place where an N dash could be, and I know it's going to be here because an N dash is used to separate like a range from blank to blank. So this is the only place that makes sense to do that. That is your N dash. The way I inserted that was Control keypad minus. You can also go to the special characters menu if you want to. I'll tell you what, I'll walk you through doing that. You go to Insert, come on, Insert Symbol. I've used it recently, so it's there. But I can also go to the More Symbols. I can go through the list, scroll up and down until I find what I want. There it is. The N dash, insert, close, boom. There I go. Then I know that logically I've got 2 hyphens left. Any dashes that are left are hyphens. That means this one is a hyphen, and the other hyphen in the document right there. So take care of that. Then all paragraphs in block format and left justified with the ragged right margin, except with paragraph, right justified with the ragged left margin. Okay, so I'm going to look through here, la 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 la. Okay, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4. I'm going to create a new style. I'm going to call this something. Let's call it right justified paragraph, because that's what it is. There it goes, and that's all I had to do with that. Then I'm going to do the file page with 3-item references list of hanging indents. So, la 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 la. Oh look, references page needs to be on its own page. So Control Enter. Then these 3 guys here. I need to create a new style. I'm going to call it something logical like references list entries. Need to format that with a hanging indent 5 inches. It's going to be the same as the main body text, which is, look at that. It is, All right, so I'm going to say OK to that. But style based on normal paragraph? Why is it doing that? That's strange. All right, paragraph. I'm going to have it at 9. It needs to mirror the at least 14.4, so I should have it working the same as the main body. There it goes. All right, awesome. So we're getting close to done here. -1 inch margins and portrait layout. Let's take care of that right now. So, design, layout, margins. Oh look, 1 inch. Hey, there it is, all set, all done. Then, okay, no header on the title page and no page number for the title page. And a well-formatted running header with the paper's author, course, and assignment name. So, I am going to create a running header. I will double-click up here. I'm going to go to the header and footer tool. I'm going to go to the drop-down for the header. I'll use this just because it's convenient. A bunch of different ways I can do it. I'm going to type here, so what do I need to have? I need to have the author, course, and assignment. Well, the author is Kim Kardashian, Phys 6883, and I know that this is the final paper. So, oops, typing. Let's see what I want to put in here. This was Phys 6883. This is the final paper. Then if I look over here, oh look, header. I need to modify that. I need to make sure that the font matches up with my headings and title and so on. 12 point isn't bad, but I'm actually going to take it down to 10 to make it less obtrusive. And I'm going to say OK. There it is. I'm also going to do a different first page so that it's not going to appear. Section 1, Section 2. Ah, yes. I made this easy for you, actually. I put in a section break. So I'm going to... All right, that worked. Cool. All right, sort of muttering to myself here. Take it out. Good. All right, next I'm going to put in a running footer. The footer, just a page number. If you put it over here, that's a really bad idea. Remember, this thing is going to be supposed to be printed out and stapled in the upper left-hand corner by the professor. So whereas the page number, it's going to be over here. Well, he's never going to look at that. It has to be here in the center or down here in the right corner. So I'm going to click footer. I'm going to go somewhere, wherever. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do tab over twice. I'm going to do page number, current position. I could have just selected any one of these, and some of y'all got a little creative. That's cool, not a problem. I'm just going to do a plain number. I am also going to footer, modify that to be Bill Sands. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to mess with my page numbering after I get rid of my page of instructions. It's just easier that way. So I'm going to get rid of that. No header in the title page, no page number for the title page. Again, I'm just going to have to remember that. Clear appropriate names and the styles in as few as possible. So I am at the point of doing this. So what do we have going on here? I'm going to look at the Pilcrows. What have I got? I got a page break. I'm starting where I need to start. That's good. All right. So, okay, I need to take that out right there, actually, because I am on the first section. I need to be in the second section. All right, so I have a huge, tall footer there. Let's see, trying to remember how to get rid of that. Oh, I remember. Layout, margins, set it at 1 all the way around. There we go. So section 1, section 2. Actually, this needs to be, see here, design, insert. Actually, home is where I needed to be. I need to look at my Pilcrow, page break there. I actually need this thing to be, let's see, layout, breaks, section break, next page. There we go. Deleted that. Yes, we are good. So then, back to home, take that out. Yeah, different first page. There it goes back. Haven't got it again. We are good. Now, why did it do that? It should have done that. Tab it over. That's bizarre. All right, I'll just delete it out. Start over again. Delete that. Section 3. Oh, it's a section break. That's what happened. So I'm going to undo. All right, so click on see what's previous. See here, layout. Section 3, layout. Sorry, I'm muttering into myself here. Nope, I don't want to do that. Ah, there it goes. Yeah. Previous. Trying to remember what I did here. So even sometimes I get a little bit lost, especially since I haven't done this for a while. So, what was it that happened here? Page number, footer, design layout, references, mailing number. Well, that is strange. Alright, so I'm going to go home, look at my Pilcrow. There we go, section break continuous. That's what I don't want. I'll delete that out there. Yes. Alright, this paragraph also should not be doing that. So we are just going to nothing happening. Why isn't it doing that? Normal? Alright, so with the paragraph, outline low, left, right, special, none. What's going on here with normal? Format, paragraph. Wow. That has to be 9. At least 15.4. Okay. Whoa. Modify that. Format. Ooh. I bet. That was weird. Why did it do that? Alignment left. Find page breaks. Control. Spacing. One left, by 9. 14.4. Ah, okay. Somehow, right, all layout margins There we go. My margins got screwed up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was just that one little section had a bad margin. All right, that there actually needs to be insert, actually layout breaks. Has to be a next page break. Wow. Not cooperating. All right, so we're going to do breaks, next page. There it goes. That's what I need. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So turn off my pilcrows, my layouts. So header and footer, footer, built in, tab it over twice, page number, current position, just put in a plain number, highlight that, right click on it, format it. I'm going to start at 1. There we go. I want to take it out. Duh. All right. Well, a couple of different ways I could do this. I could format the page numbers, start at 0, but that's not really what I want to do. So I'm going to actually, there we go, different first page. And there I have it. All right, close page number. So I've got the running header. Goes on all my pages. I've got running page numbers starting at 1 to page 2 to page 3. And I've got a fully redesigned document that should be good to go. So if I turn this thing in, theoretically, I would almost ready to turn it in. You go to Options. I need to show you the styles in use. Say OK. Then, I've got some weirdness going on here. All right, so after 0 point, where is that? I need to get rid of it. Gill Sans MT just as a font. Where is that? Blast it out. Right, select 1. Blast it. Make it go away. Right 006. That just needs to be that there. Number list. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 entries. It's mostly because of this centered text. So ideally, I'm good on my number. I'm happy with my number of styles. I've got it as limited as possible. I've also got all of the names that I can, having makes sense. These ones here, the numbered and bulleted, they're just going to be weird. You really can't do a whole lot with renaming them. So I have this, and I am ready to turn it in. So this is what it would look like if I were redesigning this document. Hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to email me, jarnet11@kennesaw.edu, and I look forward to seeing your documents that use styles in the future. This is going to be really useful for you, and yes, it is something I'll be looking for. Thanks very much.